What if everything you've been taught about attracting abundance is actually pushing it away? We're often told to chase, strive, and grasp, but what if true prosperity is found in doing the exact opposite? Today, we're going to explore a profound and ancient secret that could completely change your relationship with wealth, success, and happiness. Stay tuned to discover how letting go can unlock a universe of effortless receiving. In our modern world, we're bombarded with the message that more is always better. More money, a bigger house, more followers, more achievements. We're conditioned to believe that the key to happiness lies in constant pursuit, in grasping tightly to what we desire. But this relentless chase often creates the very scarcity we're trying to escape. Think about it. The more you frantically try to hold on to something, the more you feel the anxiety of losing it. This is what I call the grasping paradox. When we become too attached to specific outcomes, getting that promotion, closing that deal, finding that perfect partner, we develop a kind of tunnel vision. Our energy becomes tense, our grip tight. We so focused on the one thing we want that we close ourselves off to the countless other opportunities and blessings the universe might be trying to send our way. This attachment, this tight grip, actually blocks the flow of true abundance. Let me tell you a simple story. Imagine two farmers. The first farmer is terrified of scarcity. He receives a bag of seeds and hoards them, keeping them locked away, counting them every day, afraid to lose even one. As a result, his field remains barren. The second farmer also receives a bag of seeds, but instead of hoarding them, she understands their true purpose. She goes out into her field and sows them freely, trusting the process of growth. She gives her seeds to the earth, and in return, the earth gives her a bountiful harvest. The first farmer, in his attempt to grasp and control, created his own lack. The second, by letting go and trusting the flow, created abundance. Which farmer are you? This is where the ancient wisdom of Taoism offers a revolutionary perspective. At the heart of Taoism is the concept of Wu Wei, which is often translated as effortless action or non-doing. Now, this doesn't mean sitting on the couch and doing nothing at all. It means acting in harmony with the natural flow of life, without struggle or resistance. It is the difference between trying to paddle a canoe upstream against a powerful current and simply steering it gently as it flows downstream. One is a battle of force and exhaustion. The other is a dance of alignment and ease. When we apply force, we're trying to impose our will on the world. We're striving, pushing, and fighting. When we align with the flow, we're co-creating with the universe. We're receptive, aware, and responsive. The Tao Te Ching, an ancient text of Taoist wisdom, is filled with metaphors about this. It speaks of water, which is soft and yielding, yet can overcome the hardest stone. It tells us that the greatest strength is found not in rigidity, but in flexibility. These principles are not just ancient philosophy. They are a practical guide for navigating our modern lives. The more we try to control every detail, the more stressed and less successful we become. The more we learn to trust the process and align our actions with the natural currents, the more effortlessly things seem to fall into place. So, how do we move from this state of grasping to a state of receiving? Many of us have heard of manifestation boards and affirmations, focusing intently on what we want. While these can be useful tools for clarity, they often miss a crucial step. True receiving begins not with external desires, but with internal alignment. You can't just stick a picture of a mansion on a board and expect it to appear if your internal energy is one of lack, doubt, and unworthiness. You have to become a vibrational match for what you wish to receive. You have to cultivate an inner state of openness. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through gratitude. And I don't mean a superficial thanks for this. I mean a deep, genuine appreciation for what you already have right now. Gratitude is like an antenna for abundance. When you genuinely feel thankful for the roof over your head, the food you eat, the people in your life, you are sending a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready and open to receive more. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present, and this shift in perspective magically expands your capacity to receive. Another key is clearing out the clutter. This isn't just about tidying your desk. It's about identifying and releasing the energetic blocks that prevent inflow. These blocks can be limiting beliefs like, I'm not good enough for wealth, or making money has to be hard. They can be unresolved emotions like resentment or fear. They can even be physical clutter in your home that stagnates energy. By consciously working to release these old patterns and beliefs, you create empty space. And nature, as they say, abhors a vacuum. When you create space, the universe will rush in to fill it with new and wonderful things. Now, let's make this practical. How do you integrate this idea of flow into your daily life? Let's start with mindful detachment. This means doing your best in your work, in your relationships, in your finances, but then letting go of your attachment to the specific outcome. You put in the effort, you plant the seeds, and then you trust the process. You apply for the job, but you release the need to get that specific job. You have an important conversation, but you release the need for it to go a certain way. This isn't apathy. It's a profound trust that whatever happens will be for your highest good. Another powerful practice is generosity. Remember the farmer who sowed her seeds? Giving is a catalyst for receiving. When you give freely, whether it's your time, your money, your knowledge, or a simple compliment, you are participating in the flow of abundance. You are affirming to yourself and the universe that you have more than enough, that you are a channel for prosperity, not a dead end. This act of giving opens up the channels for abundance to flow back to you, often from the most unexpected sources. I know a business owner who was struggling, constantly worried about cash flow. He was holding on to every penny. One day, inspired by this principle, he decided to make a spontaneous, generous donation to a cause he cared about. It was a scary move, but he felt it was right. Within a week, he landed 2 of the biggest clients of his career. He didn't give to get, but by releasing his grip on what he had and participating in the flow, he opened himself up to receive far more. This leads us to the final beautiful realization. Abundance isn't a destination you arrive at, like a bank account with a certain number of zeros. It's a verb. It's an ongoing process, a continuous current. It's a dynamic dance of giving and receiving, of sowing and reaping, of exhaling and inhaling. When you live in this state of flow, you are in a state of perpetual abundance, regardless of your external circumstances. You understand that you are part of a vast, interconnected system of energy, and that by aligning with its flow, you will always be supported and provided for. And here's the most exciting part. This shift doesn't just benefit you. When you move from a mindset of scarcity and grasping to one of flow and generosity, you create a ripple effect. Your calm, trusting energy positively impacts your family, your colleagues, and your community. You become a beacon of abundance, inspiring others to release their own fears and embrace the flow. So here's my invitation to you. Let this be the moment you decide to try a different way. Instead of chasing, grasping, and forcing, what if you chose to trust, release, and flow? What if you started to believe that the universe is fundamentally abundant and that you are worthy of receiving its gifts? Begin today. Practice gratitude, give freely, and mindfully detach from outcomes. Embrace this paradigm shift, and you might just find that the truly prosperous and fulfilling life you've been searching for was waiting for you all along. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If this message resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Let's create a world of abundance together.